Good morning, students. I welcome you all for this today's session. So, in our last class, I explained about that work and what is the formula of work and what is that energy and how can we derive the expression for kinetic energy and how work is equal to the change in kinetic energy. So, these are the things so far discussed. So, today we are going to see that potential energy, okay, and then law of conservation of energy. So maybe I will try to finish this lesson today's session, but some numericals and all present. So that numericals we will cover in the next session. Okay. So just I hope you understand. You can enjoy this class. Okay. Okay, students. Today we are going to see that potential energy. Okay. So today we are going to see that potential energy. So in our last class we have seen that what is meant by kinetic energy. So kinetic energy, which means that whenever the object gets moved or due to its moving time, the energy possessed by that body or the energy gained by that body, that is called kinetic energy. So whenever there will be some movement, so kinetic energy will be present. So kinetic energy, we derived the equation Ke, kinetic energy, which is equal to half mv square. Okay. So these things we derived. Okay. So just a minute. I put that. Okay. Okay. Today we are going to see that potential energy. So what is mean by potential energy? So before that, in your book they give some activities. First I will explain that activity. From that we will conclude that what is that potential energy. Okay. So first one, if you take one rubber band and fix at one position, okay, A, B. So this is one rubber band. So when you are taking that rubber band or when you are expanding that rubber band, just stretch it, just apply some force on that rubber band and stretch it. So what will happen? So it will change its shape. Am I right? So when you release the rubber band, what will happen? So it will regain its original position. Am I right? So when you take rubber band and stretch it with some amount of force and release it, it will be what will happen? So which position previously it will be there, so that position it will attain. Am I right? Okay. So from this one, what can you conclude? Okay. See, one thing you have to know, we gave some force and there must be some displacement. So we know that some work is done on the rubber band, right? So work done is, what's the formula? Force into displacement. So here I applied some force, that means force I applied. Due to that force, what will happen? Some displacement also can occur. Okay. So displacement also present. And then that means there must be some work is done on the object. Am I right? So when you are stretching that and you are releasing, means it acquires some energy. That energy will be equal to that work done on the object. Okay. So I will explain that some more examples, then you will understand in a better way. So the second manner, so take one like what's called spring. Okay, this kind of spring, or they will say slinky. Okay, in your book they said slinky. Okay, so just fix, this is a fixed end. Okay, so just fix it at one end of that spring and another end you have to stretch it. Okay, stretch with some amount of force. As you know that when you are giving a force in this particular direction, there must be some displacement also present. So when you are stretching that, what will happen? There must be some there must be some displacement can be occurred. So due to the displacement, force also present, displacement also occurred. So that must be work is done. Okay. So how much work is done on the object, that will be change in your energy. Okay, so energy stored in that object due to its change in shape, which should be equal to how much work is done on the object. Okay, so whenever, as you know that kinetic energy means whenever due to its moving, okay, when it is going at some speed or whatever it is, due to its movement, we are saying that object acquires some energy. Okay, but here what will happen, here we have to give some force. Due to that force, there must be some change in position or change in shape. So that kind of present means there must be some energy will be gained by that body. That energy is called potential energy. So it is the property of an object. If you take any object, maybe pen, pencil or whatever, if you take any object, there must be some energy is stored due to its change in shape or change in what's called position, whatever it is. Okay, so one more example I will say that you know that toy cars, right? Am I right? So toy cars, okay, so in that toy car there must be some one key position is there, right? So if you take the key and if you use that key and you have to wind it continuously, okay, you have to give some force, that means wind it continuously, what will happen? So once if you release the key, what will happen? The car will go. Okay, so what will happen, how the car will get energy means, so when you are triggering that what's called with the help of key, that means when you are winding that with the help of key, there must be inside some spring will be present, no? So you are changing that spring length. Okay, you are changing the position of the spring which is present inside the car. So whenever there will be some change in position or change in length or whatever it is, change in position or change in shape, whatever it is, there must be some energy will be stored. So that is called potential energy. Okay, so that energy is called potential energy. So potential energy will be present all the bodies. So whichever the bodies you are consider, so that body must be stored some energy. For example, while making a pot from the clay, so they did some process with the help of wheel, they did some process. So with the help of that wheel, we are changing the shape of that mold. Okay, that means there must be some energy must be stored on that body by the use of force and displacement or whatever it is. So whenever you work on any object, whenever the work is done on any object, so there must be some energy get stored on that object. So that energy is called potential energy. Okay, so even I will say one more example. So when you are playing with this kind of what's called I don't know the exact name, this one. So this is the one rubber band is there. So okay, so through that rubber band, so you are taking stone here and then you have to stretch it fully, and once if you release it means the stone will go at faster speed. Am I right? So that means if you elongate just some more extension, that means if you are stretch it more, what will happen? Once if you release the stone, it will acquire more energy, right? So due to its change in length, that object, the stone will get some energy. So when you are released that object, that energy will be convertible to another form, maybe kinetic energy. So due to its change in due to its change in length, okay, so due to its change in length and change in position, okay, the energy gets stored on the object. Okay, that energy will be equal to the work done on the object. Okay, so this is called potential energy. Okay, so even I will say one more example. For example, if you take what's called bow. Okay, so bow, here string is there. Okay, so if you place any stick here or any arrow, okay, so once if you expand it, what will happen? It will acquire some energy. That energy will be given to this arrow. Once if you release means it will attain some distance. Okay, so there will be some energy gets stored by the string on the arrow. Okay, so this is called potential energy. Okay, am I right, students? Okay, so the potential energy of an object. So till now we have seen how it will be acquired due to its change in shape. Okay, now I'm going to say that change in position. Okay, so potential energy of an object, how it can change. So potential energy of an object, potential energy of an object, potential energy of an object at a height. They gave on topic at a height. So when the height is changed, that means when the position is changed, how that energy will change. Okay, for example, here, see here, this is one block. Okay, the block having mass m. Okay, now I'm going to lift the block at some height. Okay, so I'm going to lift the block at some height. Okay, let's say we call it as h. Okay, so this much height I have taken this block. Okay, so when you are taken that object against the gravity, so there must be some work is done. Okay, so what is that work done formula when you are lifting that object? So generally work done is equal to force into displacement. Okay, force, how much force is required to lift the object means which should be equal to the weight of the object. So instead of F, you have to write W equal, okay, W, this means work. Okay, so this capital here, work done, W means weight. Okay, so W, so W equal to, as you know in the gravitation lesson, mg. Okay, so mg into S. So S means displacement. So how much distance it get displaced means height, h. So I put h. So W equal to mgh. So this much work is done on the object due to its changing the position. Okay, so initially it will be at the ground level. Once if you are taken to the object at a certain height, the object will gain some energy. Okay, will attain some energy. That energy will be equal to the work done on the object. Okay, so work done on the object equal to W equal to mgh. So this much energy gets stored. Okay, so this much energy gets stored, that means W equal to mgh. So this much energy gets stored. So here EP. Okay, I'll write EP, E potential energy. Okay, so I'll write EP, which is equal to the work done on the object. This much energy gets stored. So W equal to mgh. Okay, so remember this equation. So whenever you are changing the shape or position or height, there must be some energy gets stored of the there must be some energy gets stored of an object. Okay, so it is nothing like it is the by virtue of its property. So potential energy is a property of an object. Okay, we cannot say there is no potential energy which is present on the object. Okay, anyway, I hope you understand. Okay, and the potential energy will not depend the which path if you are taking. Okay, for examples, here in your book they given, right? So mass, so initially I have taken in the straight direction that block, so to a certain height. So that means your potential energy which is equal to mgh. Suppose what is the thing is, now I am going to take the same block, but what is the thing is, first I will take this much height. Okay, that means different path. I have taken different path, and then it will come different path, this kind of, and then it will come to this kind of. Okay, so that means if I take any object which is at different path, the potential energy will not be changed. The potential energy must be calculated from initial point and the final point. So it is not required which path if you are taking. So that only they given in your book. Okay, so figure 11.8 they given in your book. Okay, so if you have taken any object from the ground level, okay, so what is your initial height, what is your maximum height? So that only, that means initial position, final position, that only they will calculate. So they will not look at that which path the object is taking. Okay, so understand students, I hope you all understand. Okay, so anyway, so again I will explain what is that potential energy. So potential energy means whenever if you are applied any force on any object, there must be displacement is present along the direction of force. So we can say work is done. Okay, when the work is done, whenever the work is done on any object, there must be some energy is stored on that object. that energy which is equal to potential energy. So potential energy depends on its change in position. Okay, change in position. So position, change in position and change in height. Okay, so change in height. So it is what the thing is, it is that by virtue of its property we cannot change. Okay, so whenever the change in position, change in length, change in various thing means that potential energy will be present. Okay, for example I will say that if you look at the dam, so dam is raised at somewhat some height. Okay, somewhat some uh, maximum height. Okay, the dam, if you look at that means, so what will happen when the water is coming here? So the water level, when it is increased at the maximum height, so increased at the maximum height means it gets stored some maximum potential energy. So remember that, that is why the dam and all built in higher level, because of because of increasing the potential energy. So once if the dam is full, once that time if you release the water, the potential energy will be transferred into kinetic energy because of the movement. Okay, so higher potential energy will lead to higher kinetic energy, so that only the blades and all rotating fast, so easily we can generate electricity more. Okay students, I hope you all understand. So potential energy is nothing but when you are taken any object at some certain level of height, the energy gets stored. Okay, so due to its change in height, the height is more means the potential energy also more, because potential energy directly proportional to the mass of the object and gravitational force and height of the object. Okay, okay students. So next one, example 11.5. Okay, so example 11.5. So we are going to do some problems based on the potential energy. So in the